Have you ever noticed how some women seem to have been born with a silver spoon? Even wearing a simple Zara outfit, they exude an elegance that can't be bought with a credit card. And that's where the secret lies. True elegance isn't in the price tag, it's in the details. In the small elements that make all the difference between a woman who tries to look rich and a woman who is naturally refined. Speaking of trying to be something you're not, have you seen this Labubu fever that's taken over the world? Those little dolls with cute demon faces that everyone's hanging on their bags? People, I'm going to say something that might be controversial. I think they're incredibly ugly. Seriously. I know Lisa from Blackpink popularized them. I know Rihanna was photographed with one. I know they became the it accessory of 2025. But look, a little doll with pointed teeth, elf ears, and a somewhat psychopathic smile. Is that charm? Is that elegance? For the love of all that's sacred. And the worst part, they've become such an obsession that people wait in lines, pay absurd prices on the black market, and treat these little creatures as if they were family jewels. A common Labubu costs between $20 to $30, but I've seen people pay hundreds, sometimes thousands, for limited editions. In June 2025, a giant 5-foot Labubu was sold for more than $170,000. $170,000. You could buy an imported car with that. And now, because the fashion world can't resist a profitable trend, even Louis Vuitton joined the game. The Maison launched their own luxury charms. The Vivienne Fashionista for $1,390 and the Louis Bear for $1,270, available in 4 different models. A Louis Vuitton teddy bear costing more than an entire Brazilian minimum wage. Look, I understand marketing. I understand that brands need to surf the waves of the moment. But when elegance becomes a trend of little dolls hanging from bags, something went off track. True charm doesn't need to look like a creature from a cute horror movie. Elegance whispers, it doesn't growl with sharp little teeth. But anyway, to each their own taste, right? I prefer the classics, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'm Carol. I'm 39 years old, and if there's one thing I can't tolerate, it's vulgarity disguised as style. My channel, Lucrative Elegance, is the refuge for women who understand that class can't be improvised. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly what are the 7 items that make an ordinary woman look like a society lady without anyone noticing how. If you want to master the art of subtle elegance and transform your presence into something truly magnetic, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave a like. And if you're a traveler who wants to be elegant anywhere in the world, the link to my ebook, Be Elegant While Traveling: Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler, is in the first pinned comment. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Truly elegant women don't use giant logos to prove their status. They whisper power through almost imperceptible details. And that, my dear, is an art. The first item, the silk scarf that speaks for you. You know why some women have that air of someone who just left a country club lunch, even when going to the supermarket? Silk scarf, period. And here's the difference between a questionable charm hanging from a bag and a true symbol of elegance. The silk scarf doesn't look like a cute monster. It has history, it has art, it has purpose. A silk scarf with a classic print is like an elegance diploma hanging around your neck. It doesn't need to be Hermes, although a 90 centimeters carré from them is truly sublime, especially from the new Fall-Winter 2025 collection that was just revealed with absolutely stunning designs. The secret is in the print, discreet golden chains, subtle equestrian motifs, or those timeless geometric designs that never go out of style. While everyone is obsessed with plastic dolls, truly elegant women know that a Hermes Brides de Gala scarf, that classic with the reins drawn in 1957, is worth more than any passing trend. Because you know what happens with trends? They pass. But a well-chosen silk scarf? That becomes a family heirloom. The difference between an ordinary woman and a classy woman is in how she uses this scarf. The first ties it like a bib. The second? The second knows that a scarf well tied around the neck, or loose on the bag handle, or even in the hair as a discreet headband, creates that aura of, I know exactly who I am. It's silent power in its purest state. And unlike fashion charms, which everyone uses the same way, a silk scarf offers infinite possibilities. It can be tied around the neck French style, used as a belt, transformed into a summer top, or simply carried on the bag handle as a whisper of elegance. The truth is that silk scarves do to what sunglasses do to faces. They create instant mystery, and elegant women love to leave a little mystery in the air. Much more sophisticated than a smiling doll with pointed teeth, don't you think? The second item, the structured bag without shouting. Now listen to me carefully. If your bag has a logo bigger than your own name, we have a problem. And if it has a hanging doll that costs more than the bag itself, then it's already a lost cause. An elegant woman's bag doesn't shout brand, it whispers quality. It doesn't need questionable accessories to attract attention. The bag itself is statement enough. A structured bag, without exaggerated logos and without the need for dubious ornaments, with architectural lines and first-quality material, is like a silent business card. Think of those bags that seem to have been designed by an obsessive minimalist. Perfect geometric shapes, defined corners, leather that you can feel the quality just by looking. While some women are spending $1,270 on a Louis Vuitton teddy bear to personalize their bag, the truly elegant ones know that a well-chosen bag doesn't need external personalization. It already is personality. The secret is in the construction. A well-structured bag maintains its shape even when empty. It doesn't wilt, doesn't wrinkle, doesn't behave like a market bag. It's disciplined, just as an elegant woman should be. And colors? Neutrals are your best friends: black, chocolate brown, camel, charcoal gray. Colors that go with everything and never apologize for existing. Colors that don't compete with colorful dolls because they simply don't need competition. The third item, glasses that create intellectual authority. There's something magical about the right glasses. They make a person look more intelligent instantly. It's as if they said, "I see the world more clearly than you do." Thin and discreet frames are the way. No giant glasses that look like sunglasses or those thick frames that dominate the entire face. I'm talking about subtle golden metal or classic tortoiseshell that frames the face without competing with it. The trick is in subtlety. Elegant glasses don't draw attention to themselves. They direct all attention to your eyes, to your expression, to your personality. It's as if they were the perfect frame for the work of art that is your face. The fourth item, the pen that signs your character. It might seem like a detail, and that's exactly why only the truly elegant pay attention. How you sign your name says everything about who you are. An elegant pen, Mont Blanc style, with a heavy body and fine stroke, is like an extension of your personality. It doesn't need to be the original that costs a fortune. It needs to have presence, weight in hand, and that quality feeling that makes you want to write love letters even when you're just jotting down the shopping list. When you take a pen like that out of your bag to sign something, the message is clear: I care about details. And women who care about details are women who know the value of good things in life. The fifth item, the wallet that reflects your self-love. A frayed wallet is like walking around with a cracked front tooth. Everyone sees it, even if no one comments. The wallet is a direct reflection of your appreciation for yourself. A wallet in perfect condition, without screaming logos, but impeccably maintained, speaks about organization, personal care, and healthy self-esteem. It doesn't matter if it's not stuffed with money. What matters is that it's clean, organized, and without signs of neglect. An elegant woman takes care of her things as she takes care of herself, with attention and care. The sixth item, genuine leather flats. Here's a secret that few people know. You can identify a quality flat by the sound it makes. Synthetic leather slaps the sole when you walk. Real leather glides silently. Genuine leather flats are elegance in its purest state. They follow the movement of your foot like a second skin, are comfortable all day long, and age with dignity. In neutral tones, nude, black, brown, they're that smart investment that works with any look. And the best part, an elegant woman knows that comfort is also luxury. The seventh item, the watch that tells your story. Finally, the watch. It doesn't need to be a Rolex, although it's beautiful, obviously. The secret is in the right model. Brushed steel or genuine leather strap, clean dial without excess, timeless design. A good watch doesn't compete with you, it accompanies you. It's a silent extension of your character, a declaration that your time is valuable, and you know it. The right watch is one you wear for years, that ages with you, that becomes part of your identity. It's an investment, not an expense. The truth about silent elegance. These 7 items have something in common. They don't shout, they whisper. And that, my dear, is the difference between trying to look rich and being naturally elegant. While the world chases after the next fever, today it's Labubu, tomorrow it'll be something else. Truly elegant women invest in what's timeless. They know that trends pass, but class remains. Think about it. In 5 years, do you think anyone will remember these little dolls? But a well-preserved Hermes scarf, an impeccable classic bag, a timeless watch, those will be more valuable and elegant than ever. True elegance isn't in the designer logo or the price tag. It's not in following every little trend that appears on Instagram. It's in the quality of details, in the care with which you choose and maintain your things, in the attention you dedicate to the small elements that compose your presence. A truly elegant woman can be wearing simple clothes, but if she has these basic elements mastered, she will radiate more class than any woman covered in expensive brands or adorned with fashion charms. Because in the end, elegance is about discernment. It's about knowing how to distinguish between what is genuinely beautiful and what is just marketing noise. It's about understanding that details matter, that quality beats quantity, and that true sophistication never needs little dolls to validate its taste. And you, will you continue following every fever that appears, or will you start building a style that's truly yours? Will you invest in expensive charms that will go out of fashion or in classic pieces that will accompany you throughout life? The choice is yours, but I know which path I prefer to take. If this video made you reflect on your own elegance, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and tell me in the comments, which of these items do you already have and which do you plan to invest in first? And please, tell me, do you also think these Labubus are a bit strange? Remember, lucrative elegance isn't about spending more, it's about choosing better, and that, my dear, is an investment worth making for a lifetime.